Girl, Danny Boko is apologizing to his wife Nia Sanchez after massive backlash over the way that he treated her on the last episode of The Valley. And we need to talk about it because this is interesting. This is interesting because I have been reading a lot of things and I agree with some of them, but I completely disagree on some of them, okay? So get ready to get controversial, bitch. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to Beverly Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all. So make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And girl, let's talk about this mess. Danny and Nia have been my favorite couple on The Valley since the very beginning. I love them. I think they are amazing. I do believe that they love each other. I think that a lot of people are running to criticize a marriage and a situation by just watching not even a whole season, but like a fight on an episode, you know? And I don't think that's fair. I don't think a lot of people understand how all of this actually works, right? But I am going to keep Danny accountable on his actions, all right? No one told you guys to get 4 damn kids, especially 4 under 4. So I understand being overwhelmed. I understand being tired. I understand that having freaking babies everywhere could be annoying as fuck. And then you have a reality show to film. But no one is making you do that. You chose to do that, right? So speaking to your wife that way is not acceptable. It is not good. And you have to check yourself on the way that you do it. I love that he apologized publicly on social media, you know, so the world know how he actually feels, right? So many people were running to like judge him and say that he was disgusting, that he was horrible, that he's a horrible husband, that he's a horrible father, that he's a horrible this, that he's an alcoholic, that, you know. I'm like, girl, stop. Because even though the way that he spoke to Nia was not acceptable, you have no idea what it's like to have 4 kids under 4 and doing all of this, you know. It's not an excuse, but it is very tiring. You know what I mean? And also when you're married, I actually see a lot of people defending Danny and Nia. With people with a lot of kids saying you guys have no idea what it's like to have a lot of kids and go through your marriage with them when they are babies. And so many people have come forward saying, if you will have cameras in front of me when I was dealing with my baby kids, you will all think that I was the worst person in the world, because you have no idea the stress, the amount of stress that you are into raising multiple babies at the same time. You know what I mean? And I think that is true. We cannot judge him or them based on a fight. Married couples fight. Married couples talk shit to each other all the time, you know? It's just the way it is. It's not like, I mean, no one is getting like hit, you know, or abused or anything like that. That's a whole different story. But bickering and like sometimes talking hard is part of every marriage, you know? Bitch, I have been married for 10 years. 10 years. You have no idea how many times have we fought. You know? So I think just like accusing him of being a horrible person just because of that, I don't think it's good. I am going to also keep him accountable on the sense that I do believe that when Danny drinks, he doesn't know how to behave. I do agree with that. You know? And I think that he maybe should not be drinking on camera, you know, because then you're gonna have to deal with everyone else's opinion. And you should not be drinking with people who are not your friends. Like, I will not be drinking or getting drunk next to someone like Janet and Mr. Janet, who basically were telling the world that I was a sexual predator. You know what I mean? Like, I will not be doing that, because what is the point? I'm literally giving them what they need to keep going after me. So I will be like Jason to Danny. I will be saying, get drunk with your real friends. To go do a scene with Jesse, with Luke, with Zach, and that's it. And you can go get drunk, be stupid, do all that kind of things. But don't involve all of the other people, because they're not going to understand you. You know, and I do believe that, I mean, he gets, but maybe that agitation is because when you get drunk, the real you come out. All the inhibitions go down, all the masks go down, you know, and everything that just is there is the real you. So your feelings are very raw, you know. So like every single time that someone is popping into you, you're gonna become, you know, you're gonna react the way that you really, really want to react. So I will be like, stop drinking either on camera or around people that you don't like, period, okay? Now, what I am not going to defend is the people who are going around saying, Janet is vindicated. No, okay? Because Janet has been a horrible person since season 1. Not only to Danny, to absolutely everyone. To Kristen, to Zach, to Jasmine, like to everyone. To Jesse. Janet is a horrible person. She's a narcissist. She is weird, you know. She's always trying to act like she's the victim. She's always trying to find ways to like blame the whole world. And honestly, what she did to Danny, I still think is pretty disgusting. Inserting herself in a situation where she was not even there, and going around not only like town but like the world on social media calling someone a sexual predator. That was disgusting. That was horrible, you know? And that should not fly anywhere. So no, Janet is not vindicated at all. Just because Danny had a bad moment with Nia. No. Janet is horrible. Janet should not be on this show anymore. Like, she annoys me so much, you know? And I am not going to be here with all of these people saying, like, I read several comments, people being like, oh my God, Janet was so right. She's so vindicated. No, she's not. She's not, you know? And she is literally the female Jax Taylor, okay? If you want to put it that way. So anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. How do you feel about this whole Danny and Nia situation? And if you want to get all the tea related to the Valley or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.